So this is why I don't use this type of push stick. Now, they are the most common type, and so if I'm pushing down nice and hard on this front end here, look what happens here. The control here is bad, and it also doesn't stop it from tipping and moving around. So if it did want to catch and throw that piece of wood up, you've not really got a huge amount of resistance from that kind of thing happening. So I'm going to show you, just using a simple scrap of plywood, how I make my push sticks, and they're just so much safer in my opinion because you've got so much more control. You don't have to do this exact design, but this is the way that I do it every single time. Just make sure that you do have a good sized heel and it's made out of plywood, because if you make it out of a solid piece of pine, for example, and the grain's running this way, if you're pushing on this handle here, then the grain could snap and you could end up punching that blade, and we don't want that to happen. So I'm going to cut this out and I'm going to show you why this is superior. Okay, so now I've just cut this out, I'm just going to go over and take the sharp corners off, just to make it a little bit more nice to hold. Okay, so this is why I think this is superior. Now when I hold this, I don't hold it down here, I hold it up nice and high here, so I've got good clearance from my hand to the blade. But when I push down on here, because of this angle, this is the pivot point. So you see here, if I push my hand forward, it puts pressure down on this front edge here. So as I'm pushing this through, the control I've got on this, so I'm going to hold it. So I'm going to hold it with the same amount of force as I did with that push stick, and it's so much harder to move around, and you've just got really good control over your wood like this, whereas you wouldn't be able to do that with this. You can see it just doesn't have the same amount of grip on there at all. And this heel's great. These are sacrificial, so what you'll find is some of your cuts might end up just cutting through here.